Hi everybody! How's it going today? Happy Stationery Sunday! I'm gonna finish setting up here real quick. But welcome on in everyone. Are we ready for ink swatching? Because that's a lot of what we have to do today. I do have a couple things to go over that I missed on the last stream, and then I have a couple things that I got this week. Amy, hello, are you lurking, JD lady? What happened? Oh, were you trying to use an emote? It didn't work. Well, enjoy your lurk. I'm getting out some coloring paper so that we can do some ink swatching today. Where did my cafe note go? Notebook down. There you go. Now it worked. A different lurk emote. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm gonna just start getting started on some of these swatches because I have a lot of swatches to get through today. So I'm gonna get started, and then as people come in, I'll share some of the haul stuff. But yeah, we're just gonna get started swatching some inks. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody's Sunday going? Hi, Havoc Rose. Hi, Raiders. Welcome on in. Hi, everybody. Hi, PCH89. Welcome. Hi, Joe. Thank you for the raid, Havoc Rose. I heard you notice that your sister was streaming too, so give love to, it's Havoc Iris, right? Is your sister? Give some love to her today too. Hi. Hi, Berry Palette. Welcome on in. Hi, Christiana Wrights. Welcome. Hi, Cass. Hi, Ray Jimenez. Hi, Proses Roses. Hi, Carpy. Hey, Evergreen. Hey, Gaiden with the potted meat. Love the potted meat raids. We were at H Mart yesterday, and they had a whole stack of potted meat. And every time I see potted meat now, I'm just think of Miranda. You have a Skittles commercial that makes no sense, but hi, Dino Lemons. Dang it. I clicked on meh. Hold on. There we go. Hi, Rope and Cowgirl. Welcome on in. Yes, thank you, Gaiden, for giving Havoc Iris the shout out. Leo sends love from his pajama party. Says Kirby's a nightmare. We're gonna raid Leo after this, Michelle. But yeah, hi Leo. I hope he's doing well. I hope the pajama party is going well. We're definitely gonna raid him. Hey, 004A. I forgot about it. Yeah, Kirby is a mess. Oh, hello, sister. Hi, Melahandrelu. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get started with some ink swatching. Yeah, it started it's a 10-hour stream, so which is I know Corey's his 24-hour stream was already just so much, but even 10 hours is just mind-boggling to me. Oh, I know he was doing the charcuterie board. He was starting out with that. I was still cleaning my desk, and so I I could only watch one stream. Hey, Jazz Memory Plans. Okay, so a couple things I forgot to talk about on my last stream. Thursday I did just a big, like a 2-hour haul stream. So if you haven't watched that one and you're interested in like all the stuff that I got recently from like a whole bunch of people, check that out. I'm not going to go through everything today, but I do want to go over a couple things, and then we're going to swatch some inks. So a couple things I forgot to show in my last stream were, first of all, I didn't show the fountain pen that I got. So this is, I picked up a Schoen Pocket 6, and so I already have a Pocket 6. Let me actually pull it out so y'all can see kind of the difference between the two. Pull out my pen case. Okay, here it is. Oh, good. Kirby is passed out. Hey, that journaling guy. Welcome on in. Okay. Oh, enjoy your lunch, Havoc Rose. Okay, so this is the original, or this is my original Pocket 6. So it has this kind of like galaxy anodization. And when I bought this one, it was the first time that he had actually made the section match the rest of the pen. Like before, this was just like a single color. So I was really excited about that. And then he started making these faceted Pocket 6s. So this has like a smooth finish, and this has a faceted finish. And for a long time, these were only available in like black or like a bare metal. He had like a copper and a brass. And then he started offering anodized options. So this is like the Shipwreck is this one. And basically this is what I was waiting for. And so as soon as like he got to the show, because he was actually a little bit late on Friday. So like as soon as he got to the show, I was like at his table, like, need a pen. but yeah, if you go to a pen show and Ian Schoen is there, he is a super terrific guy. He is so much fun to talk to. You wish he made it in brass? What, the Shipwreck color? Because I believe he makes the faceted ones in brass. But yeah, so he's just a really cool guy to talk to. He's super nice. I met him at the Baltimore show last year, and yeah, I was just really excited to get to talk to him some more. I've been talking to him at like on Instagram and stuff, and yeah, he's like a big science nerd and like engineering nerd and math nerd. But anyway, I love my Pocket 6s, and one of the reasons it's called Pocket 6, just if anyone is wondering. So first of all, it's a pocket-sized pen. So let me grab just like a normal. So most people may have like an option, like a TWSBI. So here it is, like next to a TWSBI. So it's a very small. It almost looks like a lipstick. Is what it always remind me. Oh, the extra treatment on the brass. Can he do that? I mean, I guess he can, right? Has he done the extra treatments on the brass before? Thank you for the link, Gaiden. Yeah, so definitely check him out. He's gonna put, he's doing the black Ultim pen. He just released that one, so that's like a full-size pen. And he's gonna release these colored faceted ones, I believe, later this month. So these right now are currently like a pen show only thing, but he is gonna be releasing these on his website soon if you're interested in the colored faceted ones. Yeah, I don't know. Does the brass take anodization? I don't know how that works. I know different metals take anodization better than others. But anyway, so the reason why this is called a Pocket 6 is because it holds a number 6 nib. And so let's see if I have a number 5 nib for anybody who is curious about the difference. I have to pull one out of hold on, I gotta find it. I know I have a Okay, so this has a number 5 nib. So you can see the difference in the sizes of the nibs. So, and when you put this pen together, it's actually the same length as this pen, which is considered like a full length pen. But basically the idea is that it has this big nib in such a small, compact package. Whereas this has a number 5 nib. This has a smaller nib and a bigger pen. But anyway, random pen nerd stuff. Okay, you can't treat an oxidize. Okay, yeah, he's got a guy that was doing. They had I think it was a brass pen. Was it brass or copper? Brandon, that shipwreck pen that he had, was it brass or copper? It was brass. Okay, so he has a friend that's doing some special like anodization on pens, and he had a brass pen that had a really cool finish on it. It wasn't anodized. He did like a forced patina on it, as Brandon tells me. But this was what he did. So it had this really cool kind of like shipwrecky finish to it. This like, I believe this was a brass pen. He said that pen, the main reason I did not buy that pen is because he said it will be a stinky, like a metallic smell stinky pen. So I was like, no, I'm good. I don't want a stinky pen. But yeah. What else was I gonna? That person did have the same hand as me. I wonder who it was. Yeah, it was, he said like that was a pen that would like linger with you like over time. And I was like, you know what? I don't want my pen to linger. I'm good. So another thing I got this at Mido. So I've been wanting to check out like these dot pens that everyone has been using. Not everyone, but a lot of people. Yeah, like your stinky coworker. Yeah, he basically said he didn't know how it was gonna age, because this was such like a new experiment, and he was basically like, I can't really make any guarantees on like what this pen is gonna look like as you use it, but it will change. Ooh, this song has lyrics. No. Now. Onward. I'm talking, not you. Anyway. So I picked up this Zig Dot Pen from Mido. And I haven't actually used one of these yet. But I've seen people like use them to like, I'm gonna skip a page here, to like decorate and stuff. So I guess this side, yeah, no lyrics. Go away. There's like a chill hop playlist that's like all the songs have lyrics, and I'm like, no. All right, so this is, what is this? Sunday. I have next week off, and now my sense of time is all messed up. Sunday. So it's pretty light on that end, and then this is the end that is, I guess, is where you like make these big like these dots. Ooh. Anyway, that's actually really fun. Copper has a smell that sticks with you. Yeah. I think all those bare metal pens have that type of thing, and I just don't like it. Enjoy your Larkberry palette. Yeah, Christiana, it was odd. Kara's has a shipwreck. Yeah, Kara's does have a shipwreck one that's pretty cool. Oh, it has sharp edges. Ooh. I found a fantasy medieval inspired playlist on YouTube that sounds nice. That sounds lovely. So yeah, that was just one thing that I forgot to show. and so then I also wanted to show this. So this is a notebook that I brought to the pen show, and one of the things that I had been wanting to do at a pen show was to start like a pen show kind of notebook that I can keep track of everything from the show that I try out, like different pens and nibs and different inks and stuff like that. And so I brought this notebook, and this is going to be kind of my pen show notebook. And I think I have like some San Francisco pen show stickers and stuff. So I will probably put those on here. Yeah, I got a 20% off Mido coupon, but you have to use it at the store, and it expires tomorrow. So maybe I'll just journal that. They were giving away Mido coupons at the show. It's like, but I already went to Mido. But yeah, so, why did my camera, anyway. So I was also, Brandon was interested in like these couple this pen and ink, and he couldn't get it at the show. I tried out the new Van Ness, ink that I actually bought, and we're going to swatch that one. And then I was trying out the inks at the Kiwi booth, and then they had these like pen ink test stations. So I was testing out a bunch of different inks at the test stations, so that was pretty fun. And then I was trying out, because I was hanging out with like Gina, who had this is just me like playing around with different nibs basically. So I was hanging out with the nib grinders, and they were handing me different nibs to write with, and so I was doing that. And then I don't know if I should show these, I don't know, but look, there's Leo's handwriting. So I had different people sign my pen show journal, so I'm not gonna like keep those on screen too long. I don't know if people want me to share what they wrote, but I mean, first of all, I do want to say, like, Leo's handwriting is super pretty. Everyone has nice handwriting, and Gaiden has like really nice handwriting too. Like it's like very stylistic. So yeah, we were passing these around, and people were like writing in each other's journals. And then so then this is a guy that was like handing me all these like crazy nibs that he had. Like, look how broad that nib is in this one too. Like, look how wild that is. Yeah, you said that was your best handwriting the whole weekend, so it is immortalized in my pen show journal. But yeah, he was just handing me nibs. Oh, and then Leo was writing with a nib in here, and yeah, this is like, I think this is Leo's handwriting. Different people were like trying stuff out in my journal, but anyway, I do like my Aurora now. Josh, it's way better. I don't think I have any handwriting of it in here. I guess I should probably write like the nib grinds I got too, but anyway, so that's kind of something that I've been wanting to do ever since I kind of found out. It's not my idea. I got it from someone else who mentioned it. I think it was Kat, Inky Cat Writes, that mentioned it. And she I think she has a Masubi that she does it in. But yeah, so this is going to be something that I, bring to every pen show. It has a lot of pages, so it shouldn't run out anytime soon. And another thing I wanted to mention that I forgot to mention last week on Thursday is that, or not, yeah, it was Thursday. This week has been, time has no meaning anymore. Anyway, I was on another episode of the Bent Tines podcast. So if you are interested in hearing what I had to say, this is the web, that's their website. I think I have a link directly to the episode too. But I talked about streaming, and I talked about journaling, and I talked about, the Twitch team and stuff like that. So if anyone wants to go show them some love, it was a fun episode. And I got to hang out with Kat and her girlfriend, and it was a lot of fun. But anyway, so I have more stuff that I got. So yesterday, Brandon and I went and saw Shang-Chi. I know I'm pronouncing that not quite right, but we went and saw it, and I said, if we're gonna go see it, I want to go see it at the theater where the part of town that we used to live in, because the theater is like nicer and it's also near this like little Chinatown area that they put in after we moved, of course. And there's a Kinokuniya. So I went to Kinokuniya, and I know some of y'all probably saw my Instagram stories. But I got Graphilo. They have Graphilo paper. And so I bought some Graphilo paper because I really want to try it, because this is Jacob from Tokyo Inklings. This is his favorite paper. So I was thinking we might swatch some ink on the Graphilo paper too. And then I also picked up same brand. Actually, this might actually be the same color. Do they have a color name? Turquoise cream. This one says ocean. Okay, so they're technically different colors. But I wanted to try. I had some brush pens and they kind of dried up because I've had them for years. And I want to just like practice some brush lettering. So I wanted to, try. These seem like pretty good quality. So I definitely want to practice, like that's going to be one of my goals, is to practice some brush lettering. It was funny because Havoc Rose was talking about it in her stream, that she was struggling with the brush lettering and needs to practice too. So like, I know she like went and got some lunch, but we should practice together. We should both practice and see if I'll see if I find some good resources. I know that Journaling Guy has been practicing, and he posted like a photo of like where he started and where he ended up, and like after I think just like a month, and I honestly, this just looked nice. Yeah, his progress was so good. Oh, Tombo has a free guide sheet. Let's do like a, I know, so this is, ooh, it's like really soft. Sorry, I know this is gonna be horrible, so don't make fun of me. But I know the principles. It's okay. Oh yes, Job, send all the resources. Yeah, yours has done so, like, you have improved so much, like, in just a short time. But yeah. It's hard for me on these to like, because the problem is like with a dip pen, like with a calligraphy pen, you get more resistance from the nib. But with this, like, you could just keep it down the whole time. No, limits. It's not that good. It's just, it doesn't give you that same resistance. And it doesn't have, I don't know. Yeah, so it's not hard for me to consciously press down. It's hard for me to lift up. I think that's where my struggle is. And it's hard for me to get like the consistent downstrokes. Anyway, it's something to practice. It's something to play with. Enjoy your lurk. But yeah, I wanted to just like get one to really practice with. Yeah, that's hard too, Dino Lemons, because like it's like I know everyone kind of has like their own preference. And like some brush pens, because I had like a pack of like Tombow brush pens, and like they all had like some of them were like better than others. Like I think it just depends on the ink, and you know, the brushes aren't necessarily, or the nibs or tips or whatever aren't necessarily going to be all like super consistent. Okay, so one of the things I did want to bring back out, because I know not everybody got to come on Thursday night, is my plotter. So I have been playing with it. I haven't gotten to play with it a ton this week, but I did want to share I did some ink testing. This is all stuff that I owe people. And so I don't really have like a full-on setup yet, but I did put all the different types of paper in here. Okay, so this one's okay. We'll see. I mean, part of it is just practice on the muscle memory. So we'll see how I feel about it. That's why I just bought one. And I like that you can just buy them individually at Kinokuniya, because then you can like try out the different brands and types and see which one you like. So that's why I only bought one. Okay, so I did like an ink testing, kind of paper testing page. One of the things that I have discovered only with this like one page is that this 2mm grid is gonna drive me crazy, because I feel like I have to count like as I'm writing, and so it's like, okay, do I keep it just in 2mm grids, or do I like skip one in between? Oh yeah, the Sailor ones are nice too, and they have the whatchamacallit ink in them. They have the really nice like Sailor ink in them. Yeah, I might pick up, because they sell those individually at Dromgoals. But anyway, so the 2mm grid has me like messing up my line spacing a little bit. And so that's just gonna be something to get used to. But the ink is showing up really well. So this is Mystic Mountain. So we're getting some really nice shading, a little bit of pink in there. And this is that Cicada Rain. And it's hard to see, but there is a little bit of that pink chroma shading. And then the sheen on this Fuji navy blue. So this ink came out super duper wet. It was just like pooling on the page, and it did not bleed through. It had like it's not even really bad ghosting in my opinion. But yeah, so far I'm really liking the paper. Oh, Jasmine, yeah, it's a really pretty color. Yeah, Jasmine was like, I just hand people my color rings, because I brought all my color rings to the show, and I was just like, here, flip through, and if you see something you like, take a picture. But yeah, so this is turning out really good. But yeah, this 2mm grid, like you can see how light it is. Like you can barely see it in the camera because it's such a light. You like the color story? This is what I have inked right now. Like this is my currently inked. I mean, I have a couple others inked, but this was like what I was carrying with me. So yeah, definitely like a cooler colors. So yeah, I just have a couple pages. So this next weekend we're going to Chicago. So I'm gonna take my plotter and probably gonna take my traveler's notebook, and I'm hoping that I can get some like writing done or some brainstorming, or just do something like really fun in here. So and I also figure, I don't know, I want to try to put like some Graphilo paper in my plotter, but this paper was kind of expensive, so I don't quite know how I would cut it to like not waste paper, you know what I mean? I don't know. This is my to-do list of everything that I have failing to do. So I don't know if I'm going to put this in my plotter or not. I may get like an A5 book or something to put it in. And then what did I do? Okay, that's whatever. So there's my plotter. I do kind of regret not getting the lifter that had the pen band. Yours is going to the WH. Oh, the William Hanna. Because you have an A5, right? I need to get at least maybe like an A5 binder or something that I can put stuff in. Because this, I believe, will punch A5 size. My punch will, I think. I hope. But anyway, so I am really liking the plotter. I love how slim it is. I love I can just slide it into a bag, and the paper has just been super great. And I was talking to Drom Ghouls. Speaking of Drom Ghouls, hi, just a Pog gamer. Hello, welcome on in. But speaking of Drom Ghouls, my code should work again. It accidentally expired. So if anyone's trying to use my code to order some stuff at Drom Ghouls, I apologize. That was just a little hiccup, so it should be good again. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna swatch some inks. Oh, speaking of, one other thing I just need to do. Good, you can tell us if the code works, because I haven't tested it. How you doing today or yesterday? It's over 12 a.m. here. Oh, so you're in the future. Welcome. Yeah, so the Bible size is a nice size, but if you're looking for something that just has like super ease of like finding paper, A5 is definitely going to be the way to go, because I think Bible size is a little bit more of like a Japanese standard. So I did find some stuff on Amazon Japan. Hi, Martian Spring. Welcome on in. And welcome on in, Pink Pearl. I saw the pictures of what your dog did to your eraser and your washi. I hope the washi's at least okay. It's so sad. I know. We just gotta keep it all around, like all away like from the puppies. Okay. Yeah, if you look in the Stationery Cafe Discord, you can see the carnage. You needed like a not safe for work tag or something. Okay, so we're gonna start with the non-shimmering inks. So this is the one that Brandon picked out. And I'm also going to swatch it in my stream journal, just so we can see what it looks like on Tomoe River. So yeah, the rest of this stream is going to be ink swatching. So where did I put my glass pen? But I do want to kind of talk about the San Francisco show a little bit too. Oh no, you're under by $5. Add one of the new preppies. One of the new is it a preppy? The new colors that they just released. Those are like $7. So you get a free preppy. Yeah, her doggo got into her Fuji eraser and a washi tape and had a field day with the poor Fuji eraser. So I'm gonna put not the Fuji. Well, what you need to do is get a new Fuji and then just erase the dog from the wheel. Just stand in front of the dog and be like, oh, thank you for the reminder to hydrate, Dino Lemons. Grab your water, everybody. This is speaking of another thing that I got this cute, like, vaccinated sticker from Mido for my water bottle. Erase the dog. I'm gonna take a little bit more. For making custom paper inserts for rings, I find the official page measurements, then drop that measurement into a blank Illustrator page, then try to fit as many of those pages onto the paper I'm using. I print on A4 and then cut them out that way. That's a good idea. Yeah, I need to... I would probably... I don't know. Oh, we'll see. I'll have to figure out how I'm gonna handle, like, paper for this Bible size. My daughter and I got, like, $50 worth of stickers, washing, and snacks. Oh, at Daiso. Nice. I love Daiso. Okay, we're gonna do the... the name. I think this, I don't know how to pronounce the name of this, like Dungo or something. I think it means like, didn't it mean like wasp or something, babe? That's what they had on the Van Ness. I got this from Van Ness. I think I meant like wasp. Should we do a will I spell something wrong prediction? Because I almost spelled that wrong. Here, I'm gonna set up a prediction. Start a prediction. It's just gonna be the same prediction as last time. Okay. So, will I spell something wrong? I haven't done it since we started doing the predictions, but you never know. I do like these ink bottles because it's so, the lid of them is so wide that it's easy to dip, like my dip nib in them. Quick expertise question. Do you think a Lamy LX, oof. I don't have a Lamy LX and I'm not sure how their feeds are. I would say if you're gonna put some, is that one that you can easily like pull the nib and feed and like clean it? Because like I said, I don't have one. Oh good, you're swatching some inks too. Swatching party. We're gonna do another yellow one. This Rising Reflection. Swoop. I like that this glass pen came with like a pen stand, but the pen stand is so like small that it rolls off a lot. But yeah, look at that shading. Ooh, okay, anyway. You were, I mean, it takes a while, like, I think if I can get through 12 in a stream, like, that's like a huge accomplishment. But that's in like a 2-hour stream too. I don't think I was paying enough attention, but I think I want to get a non-glass dip pen. Yeah, I need to, the dream is to get, I'm gonna do, actually, yeah, I'll do this one. The dream is to get a dip pen, a glass dip pen that's like a little more tailored, like buy it like from the maker and get one that's been like ground to my like specifications. I need to shake this one because it's got a whole layer of shimmer in it. But that would be the dream for a glass dip pen, like to go to Japan and get one that's like hand done like right there in front of me or whatever, you know, like the grinding. Obviously the pen would already be made. Or get to try some out. I mean, I know glass dip pens are getting just more and more popular in Japan, so I don't think it'll be an issue to find a good one like while I'm over there. But my biggest like fear is like spending a lot of money on a really nice glass pen and then accidentally breaking it. That's like my biggest fear is like, oh, I spent $200 on this pen and I was cleaning it and like the nib broke or something. Like, ooh, nightmare. Yeah. I never pulled the nib before, not willing to try it. Yeah. I would say if it's a pen that you're not like super comfortable with like trying to clean and take apart, then I wouldn't put it in that pen. That's just my, yeah, bring bubble wrap. I wish my glass dip pen had a finer nib. Yeah, I mean, this one's a medium, and I don't like how wide it is. A glass tip and nib tip. I got a Moonman. I got one that has like a cap. It's like a capped glass pen. I ordered it. It's not in yet. But once it comes in, I will definitely mess with it on stream. So I do have another glass pen coming. Enjoy your lurk, Job. Yeah, too clumsy to have a glass pen. Or at least a really expensive one. Hi, is it Sunflower? Welcome on in. They are really lovely. They're, especially just like some of them are just like really pretty. Like this one's not necessarily like the prettiest one, but they all have their own kind of like beauty to them. I've looked at the Want Your glass pens for a while. Yeah. I got one for jet pens and like it. Dip pens are finicky. Yeah, that's the problem is like they're just so finicky. Yeah, welcome on in. Good, I'm glad I got it right. Welcome new. We are swatching fountain pen inks. Just having a chill little hangout, talking about pens, talking about inks. Oh, good. I'm glad you were able to order with the discount code. Oh, we have another hydrate. Thank you for the reminder to hydrate. Always need to remember to drink more water. Cheers, everyone. Drink some water. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're just chilling. What are the issues with the drill log? Okay, kitty cat collar. So, my main issue with the drill log is that the nib does not, I think the problem is that the channels on the nib are very tight. Give me some tea. It's not really necessarily tea. I guess it's just the channels are really tight and it just doesn't really write all that well. Like I was expecting just better performance like overall, but like we sat down and we tried to write with it here on stream and it was not it just wasn't a amazing experience, I guess, is the problem. I was just expecting better. Yeah, Evergreen, like it just didn't it didn't last. Like I was like I could write, like I tested it with this glass pen versus the drill log. And I mean this glass pen was what, like somewhere between 20 and 40 bucks, and the drill log is like 200 bucks, and this glass pen in the same exact ink lasted longer than the drill log. And it's like, and it kind of wrote better than the drill log, and this last one doesn't even write all that well. So yeah, it just wasn't, it wasn't what I was hoping it would be. And I did end up canceling my pledge. Need some refinement. Yeah. Have you seen the launcher? I have seen the one that has a converter. I think there might be like a Chinese or like Moonman or something knockoff too. It's a shame. Oh yeah, good night. It's pretty late for you. Have a good evening. I forget that it's a holiday for us tomorrow, for us in America tomorrow, but I know it's pretty late for you too, right, kitty cat caller? It's getting late. So this one, I don't know if we can kind of see, you could kind of start to see that shimmer that's in this one, but we'll look at it a little closer when it's dry. But yeah, it definitely needs some refinement. I'm really hoping maybe for like a drill log 2.0 or like a improved drill log. The other issue that it was having was the bodies that it comes, like the original bodies that they were pushing just really weren't long enough to hold like in your hand. Like they just, the pen is like, I mean, I have it here. I can demonstrate. I just happen to still have it. I need to talk to Brad and be like, okay, am I sending these back to you? And am I sending these back to a reviewer? Like, what am I doing with these? But anyway, so like I don't have like really big hands, but like you can't hold the pen down here because this is where all the ink goes. So you're holding it up here. And the body just is not, it's not really all that long. But the real issue comes into play with the, like the twisty ones. Yeah, it's getting late for y'all. But yeah, it's, this one was just like super uncomfortable to write with because these edges are kind of sharp and they were kind of like digging into my hand, and I kept like having to like adjust my grip. I mean, it's a gorgeous barrel. But again, like it needs some refinement. It really, they did release an extra long barrel for this. So I don't know how much longer the longer barrel was, but I'm glad they at least took some feedback. Length matters. Yeah, exactly, Christiana. Especially for that price. And they were charging like $20 extra for the longer barrel or something like that. Somewhere between $20 and $40 extra. And I was just like, I just can't, like, I don't know. Like, now you want to charge me more money for a pen that to make the pen more functional. Like, I feel like they should have just been like, oh, we're upgrading the barrel length and you could choose the size and we're not going to charge you any extra. Like, I feel like that would have been a better option, but whatever. Yes, please charge me more money to make the product that you want to sell me actually functional. But anyway, I'm curious to see where the company goes. I really do hope that yeah, it is cute. We were talking about this in my last stream, that the bottles, like this company's, their whole thing is like, again, form over function, I guess. But their whole thing is like really cute aesthetics. But the problem with this bottle is it is so easy. It's so unstable. It is so easy to knock over. So yeah. And I wanted to look actually at something. I wanted to see, okay, this is their product photos. Oh, come on. Okay. So we were kind of discussing how, hi, Let's Go Banana. Welcome on in. I do. I have a dog named Kirby. She's a French bulldog. Yeah, you already know what I'm doing. If I can get, there we go. Okay. Oop, it just covered the whole, it's fine. Because hold on. Let's make that a little smaller. But anyway, so you can see, like, this is their product photo for this ink versus what I'm actually getting here. And this is kind of something that we had talked about on the last stream, is one of the issues that this company does is for their product photos, they dilute the ink in the bottle. So like this is maybe like a, maybe a 5 times dilution or something like that. So it's just kind of like something to like be aware of, like when you're looking at Ferris wheel press inks. People say I'm spicy. But it's just kind of like a buyer beware thing. Like if you're looking at Ferris wheel press inks, look at a third party's ink swatches, like don't look at their product photos, because they can be misleading. If you think you're getting this super duper, and I mean this is a pretty pastel ink, so don't get me wrong, but if you're thinking that bottle is going to look the same way, yeah, it's just really, it's odd. Yeah, Christiana, I don't know. It's just, I feel like this is still darker than what I'm seeing in that picture. I don't know. Do you think it's true? Maybe it's more true to swatch. I still don't think it's all that true to swatch. It still feels like a different color. I mean, I know we're looking at anyway. It just feels a little misleading. I love pen and ink work. I can't do it myself and it's so fascinating. Oh, well, it's nothing super fancy going on here. Yeah, well, and I think part of it is just I'm looking at what I'm seeing on screen and what I'm seeing here, and it's pretty accurate. I've been trying to dial in the warmth of my lighting to try to get y'all pretty accurate. Like this on the Tomoe River paper, it does look a little bit lighter. Just writing it down here. Yeah, Christiana, definitely. And I think that's another thing we've discussed a little bit is they tend to, their marketing is more towards the bullet journalers and the influencers. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You gotta find your target market and what's gonna work well for your brand, I guess. Oh, fiber art is your niche. Oh, well, I can't do fiber art. So we all have our creative niches for sure. Okay. I felt bad when I was in I went to Dromgoals yesterday, which is my local pen store. And I felt bad because there was a guy that was looking for like pastel chroma shading inks, but he already had like the usual like Sailor 123 and like stuff like that. I had to try one kitty cat collar. Like, I feel like if I'm gonna talk bad about them, I at least need to like have the whole story. Like, how do their inks like actually perform? Like, do they perform well, or are they crappy? Like, I don't know unless I try some. But anyway, he was looking for chroma shading inks. And Dromgoals doesn't carry like Vinta or Troublemaker. I felt bad because I was like, well, you've kind of bought all the ones that Dromgoals has. And I was standing there in front of like the owners of the store. And I was like, but I mean, there's some that Dromgoals doesn't carry that you could try. And Olivia's just like, fine. But it was funny. I wish they could carry Vinta. I know their old ink guy, trying not to spell this wrong. Gooped. Surprised, yeah. I got it kind of from context clues. But I know their ink guy tried to get Vinta, and I think they kind of, not necessarily have like an exclusivity with Van Ness, but I guess they can only really distribute to like a certain amount of people. Like, they only have the capacity to distribute to a certain amount of people, maybe. Van Ness gets all the cool inks, like the cool like new brands and stuff. I own some chargers and one full bottle. Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like I like to collect different brands, and I like to give different brands like a shot. And I also just like the idea of having it for like a comparison. And I can always, like, if I decide I don't like it, sell it. So go wash off your face mask. It's time. Jasmine, so chroma shading, I can give you an example. Just a second. Let me finish this swatch. So it's not really like an official term. It's something that has been kind of coined within the fountain pen community, I guess. I think oh yeah, like Malhandrulu said, it's more than one color in an ink. But yeah, I think CY came up with chroma shading. I don't remember who exactly was the first person to use chroma shading. Maybe Inky Rocks. Yeah, it was definitely like the Japanese. So like a normal ink, you have like what is called shading property. So you can kind of see it in these where like it's like darker in some spots and lighter in others. And then I don't know if I actually have any swatched in here. I don't know if I have any chroma shaders swatched in here. But a chroma shading ink is going to basically, once you swatch it, it's going to have like those multiple colors. Did I buy any chroma shaders? This Vinta ink might chroma shade. We'll see when we swatch it. But yeah, so Sailor 123 is a really good example of chroma shading. The Troublemaker inks have some chroma shading. A lot of them do. The Pannonia, they have like, this has like some pink and blue in it. Yeah, I have 123. I was trying to find I have 4 color rings floating around here. If Kirby didn't eat one of them. So yeah, here's 123. So you can see it kind of has like this purpley green kind of with some pinks. So that's like these. So it's not necessarily like a shading ink because it has like multiple different colors of shading. So it was kind of hard to be like, oh yeah, this is a shading ink. Some people were calling like multi-shading inks. But yeah. Yeah, I really like the like Sailor 123 and stuff like that, like the chroma shaders in there. They're very, very nice inks. Where's my other coloring? I'm just like hoping the dog didn't eat it. Oh, it's up here. Okay, we're good. All four are accounted for. But yeah, it's a really cool ink property, and it's a fairly like new ink property, Jasmine. So I closed this. I hope this was dry. I think it was. Yeah. It's a fairly new thing we've started seeing in the last couple of years in inks. So it's kind of still like new and exciting. Yeah, they're definitely my favorites too, but you typically have to have like a pretty wet pen for those. Because otherwise it's going to be hard to see all those properties. And you almost have to use like a paper like Tomoe River paper to see those properties as well. Trying to get all the ink out of here. There we go. Yeah, you need a whap. It's like still like yellow in here. We had Daryl from Masubi. He wrote like a version of it. You have it in a pen. Ooh, interesting. Dino Lemons, it really, so some pens, some brands are like more, prone to be like wet or dry. So like Pelican, their pens are all like super wet. It's just kind of like how they make them. Trying to think of a brand that's like a super known for being super dry. Maybe like, I mean, Sailors aren't like super dry, but I feel like they're a little bit more on the dry side. But yeah, it's and part of it is the ink. Oh yeah, that's a good, yeah, I would say that's a good guideline. German and European pens are wetter and use dry inks, and Japanese are drier and use wet inks, except for there are some exceptions to that rule. Like Kyono Oto inks are fairly dry. The pastel shades definitely are like more dry. So yeah, there's definitely like exceptions to the rule. I'm trying to see if I can find the WAP lyrics and like paste them into chat. It might be, honestly, it's probably just easier to go to. Hi, Art Knit Craft, welcome on in. We've got all the fibercraft people coming in. Hello, welcome. We're doing ink swatching and fountain pens. I was trying to find like a blog. Did it get deleted? There was this blog called like Daryl Goes to Flavor Town. And it was like all Daryl quotes, and I thought I had it bookmarked, but I don't see it. Because he was talking about how much he hates Guy Fieri, and like someone made a a blog for him. Where are the pinned? Where are the pinned messages? Dang it. Is it in general, maybe? Oh, here's pinned messages. Is it here? Looking, I don't see it. Anyway, whatever. They moved it. Yeah, it's pinned somewhere, but I don't remember what channel it was pinned in. Was it pinned in the Ink channel, maybe? Let me see. I feel like Daryl wouldn't have been like... I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna... I guess there's nothing pinned in the found... Oh, it's in the paper channel? Okay. Sorry. I don't see it. Oh, there's the link to the blog is pinned. Okay, there we go. I was gonna link the image. Okay. Here's the... That should link to the lyrics to the WAP song that Daryl wrote. It's pretty great. I love it. We need to get someone to like sing it or like put it to music, and we can use it as like a sound in our channels or something. But it's pretty funny. Thank you for helping me find that, Josh. Not it. Oh yeah, I forgot Vinta's putting these like seals on their ink bottles now. Which is nice because I had to like take this on a flight. Put that in there so I don't get ink all over the table. I know, you do have a better voice. Yeah, he's playing video games in the background there. He can play video games as long as he's quiet. So next weekend we're going to Chicago, but our flight gets back at like noon. And then we're picking Kirby up from the sitter. So I think I'm going to be back in time to stream. Yeah, it's pretty light. It's pretty dry. It's pretty dry in that nib. So I think I'm going to be back in time to stream. But I'll keep y'all updated. I'll pop into like Havoc Rose's stream or something, because I know most of y'all are going to be in her stream before mine. And I'll let y'all know. But I won't be doing my normal Thursday night stream. Is a normal saturation. But yeah, so I won't be doing my normal Thursday night stream because we'll be in Chicago. But I am off on Tuesday and Wednesday. So I think I'm going to do a couple of like daytime productivity streams, and I may be like working on some Happy Mail or working on some writing or just, you know, stuff I need to get done. So I hope y'all can join me for some of those. I don't know why I didn't center the Vinta. Whatever. Gotta keep this keep shaking this up because it has so much shimmer in it. There we go. So yes, I plan to stop by Atlas while we're there. Is it Atlas? Because Anderson Pens is still closed. They were closed for like renovations or something. So I won't get to go to Anderson Pens, but I do plan on going to Atlas Seashores. Look at that shimmer. Look at that shimmer. Gamma Gamma, where is he needs to come with us to the Beep Boop convention. Oh, I didn't know he lived in Chicago. I want to see his dogs. I want to meet his Frenchies. It is a gorgeous ink. Yes. Yes, it was the Pen Show exclusive. Yes, I need to message him. I didn't know he lived in Chicago. I want to meet his doggos. You have it in your M205. I think I'm going to put it in this Twisby, but I have Mystic Mountain in here right now. And since it's such an ink that I don't have very much of, you know, because it only came in that 15 milliliter bottle, I'm like, dang it, I don't want to waste it. Like, I don't even want to waste like a little bit of it. How you doing, Popo Pens? Welcome. It is such a good ink, though. It's a beautiful ink. I'm gonna swatch it on this Tomoe River. There's always another Twisby. It's like, Christiana, it's like not enough to put into like a sample vial. I'll just be patient. I can be patient. Here, we're gonna move that out of the way for a second. Did you get this one, Gaiden? I know, it's so hard. It wants to, yeah, it's, I would suggest a Pelican because it is such a drier, like a little bit drier ink. The Ventas do really well in my Pelicans. Man, this is a shimmery ink. So, Malahandru, this is a, excuse me, this is a dip pen. It's a pretty wet dip pen, so, but I mean, it's like a mermaid. It's so freaking shiny. Look at that. It's wild. It's wild. Okay, we're gonna do, we got more shimmer. Yeah, I'm glad they sold it online too. Guide in the reveal is 9 days from now. I'll be back from Chicago by then, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad they sold it online so I didn't have to like mule it for people. I actually don't pros this roses. I mean, mostly it's Twisbies that are like my shimmer pens. I don't really put it in much else. I typically try not to buy a ton of shimmer inks, but like, there's just so many good shimmer inks coming out lately. I told all airlines to fly you back by then. Okay, good. I should be back by then. Do I want shimmer sample? I mean, I'll take whatever. I'll swatch samples all day long. Maybe not all day. I do have to work at some point. I do have to write at some point. This is darker than I remembered. Dang it, I keep tossing this in here. Well, this needs to still dry. It's fine. Chi-Town, Rising Reflections, I know. If there was just, I don't know, like the shimmers are just so pretty. And the Chi-Town ink is so good. Kislev is so good. Rising, like they're all such good inks. Yes, roses. That is the... And that's why I try not to keep too many shimmers like in pens, which is like why I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna kind of dedicate this Twisby to it. because I don't want to have like so much shimmer ink just like sitting around in pens that I have to clean. Chi-Town is my fault. It's such a good ink though. It was funny because like, so Brandon and I went and saw Shang-Chi, and this is not a spoiler. I'm not sharing spoilers. But I don't know if anyone knows that like part of the movie is set like in San Francisco, and we had just been to the San Francisco pen show, and so they were kind of just showing like general like shots of San Francisco, and I was like I've been there, I saw that, I was there, like we were just there last week, and it was just so cool like that we had just been there, and they were showing like all this stuff from San Francisco. That was such a good movie, y'all need to like, people need to go see it and like support it, because it was such a good movie. Or at least when it is like available to stream, or, you know, if you don't want to go see it in the theaters, because I totally get that. And like people weren't wearing masks. I was like, I know all y'all aren't vaccinated because this is Texas. Can someone spell it for me? The movie? It's Shang. And the 10 Rings. And the Legend of the 10 Rings. Yeah, it's, I know some people, like, they went with, like, a group of friends and they, like, rented out the theater. Someone I follow on Instagram did that. So they, like, went with all their, like, vaccinated friends. And I was like, that's a really smart idea, because, you know, theaters are doing stuff like that. I almost slipped out of my fingers. That would have been a disaster. But yeah, it was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. Time is it? Okay, we're still doing good. I don't know if we'll get all of them. I don't know if we'll get to the samples today. We may have to do those next Sunday or later this week. And my paper treats come in tomorrow, and I had them shipped to work, and I'm off work. I'm like, no. Yeah. Oh, a drive-in would be good. I like that idea. But yeah, ours definitely was not like checking Vax cards. You can't check Vax cards in Texas or something. It's like illegal. I don't know. It's stupid. So this one has a little bit of like a blue shimmer to it. Didn't go opening weekend. Yeah, like it was pretty full like when we went yesterday. Man, sorry. I got distracted by the ooh shiny. Oh, it's so shiny. Hey, Dragonfly Keep. But yeah, so oop, it did kind of, did it? Okay, we're good. It didn't soak through. But yeah, it was just like, it was very crowded. Sorry, that's the word. I got distracted. It was definitely crowded opening weekend type scenario. But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. It's definitely been a while since I've seen like a big screen movie. Favorite color, favorite ink color. Ooh, that's the problem, is like I like all the colors. I'm not a huge fan of yellows or browns. Like those are kind of my two least favorite like ink colors. Which is like half of Job's aesthetic, I feel like. But yeah, other than that, like, I mean, it's not like I hate those colors either. It's just like those are like, I definitely tend to gravitate more towards like the cooler colors, I guess. Like the minty colors and the purples and the blues and stuff like that. But yeah, I like the variety. Yeah, it's like picking a favorite child. Send one. Are you gonna send me the SBRE brown or whatever? Or SR, I don't know. That one. That Ackerman one. Oh, okay, that wasn't what you were thinking of. That was like an ink that, like, there was so much hype around that brown. And I was just like, I want to get it just for, you know, like the FOMO aspect. Good night, Sunflower. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. But yeah, I wanted that ink just for like the FOMO aspect. But I was also just like, I don't think I'm going to use a whole bottle of this brown. This is Tomoe River Pulpo Pens. It's a sake technical paper. I'm not saying it's a bad brown. I mean, I don't think there's any really bad brown. I'm just saying, like, I didn't feel like for like the price and like how difficult the ink was kind of to get. I mean, I don't think it was that hard, but like at the time, because I was still kind of new in the stationery and stuff, it was like harder and expensive, and I was just kind of like, I just don't think it's gonna be worth it for me. Oh, you got yours thrown in with a pen. That's a good deal. I got some ink on the mat here. I've got like Kirby hair. This is a Kirby hair. It's perfect for. Oh yeah. Hey. Oh, by the way, hi Tiny Badge. Welcome on in. It's perfect for a new to you 823. Ooh. Put brown ink in your orange jet. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good color for the orangeette. I don't think it's inked right now. I have Sailor Texas in my Nakaya. All right, this is the one. This one's sold out at the show. This is the one that I think someone was saying they wanted. And this is the one I'm gonna have to look up the spelling. Okay, Quetzalcoatl. Yes. Yes, Christiana. That is what it is. Gotta shake it up really good. Brandon picked this one out. So this is Dongo. This orangey yellow. He picked this one out. He picked out this Quetzalcoatl. Yeah, it's like Quetzalcoatl according to Google. With a little. They stamped it on the box, but it's like not a comprehensive stamp. This is the one that I'll spell wrong if I'm gonna spell any of them wrong. Oop, now I can't get the bottle open. Oh. Brandon, can you open a bottle for me?
You can try one.
Guide, and I brought back 6 bottles. Be careful, that's that Quetzalcoatl. Did you get it on your hand?
Yeah, be careful.
I think I brought back 6 bottles of ink. Oh, thank you. Sorry, go wash your hand now. Okay. had to get help from Brandon. Now I have to shake it back. I have to close it a little bit to shake it back up again. So one of the things that I do when I go to pen show, like if I'm flying, is I have a dry bag that we like use for camping or whatever. And I wrap all the inks up in there. Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of that, guy. So I wrap up all the inks in there so that it doesn't leak like in my luggage, because I have to check them, because you can only take so many ounces. So yeah. So they all made it back fine. But I also just don't want to worry about like my clothes getting stained. But the dry bag is kind of like a separate security blanket. Okay, now I can swatch it. Whew, okay, this is gonna be wet. This is gonna be a mess, I feel like. How many inks did you smuggle back, Guiden? You drove, right? Smuggle back in your car. Hi, Forevering a Top. Welcome in. That's a bright red. Or is that also a secret, Guiden? One or two. Pen roulette, 1 or 2. 2. That will be revealed 2 Tuesdays from now. Dang it. It's a lot of ink. All right. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit this entire word on one line, but we can try. I know, I didn't do a cursive Q. I'm kind of trying to write small. Okay. So we're getting some of that sheening on there. Now my hands have red on them. Everything has red. These Fanyantan inks have been in my house since early July. You don't even open the seals. They're really good inks. I need to pick up the rest of the line. I think they have more than just that line too. I don't know. I need to look into them a little bit more, but so far I'm really digging the one that I have in my Conid. Capsule cold. Something like that. Yeah, you got the full set. Pink Pearl, I haven't logged everything. I haven't actually logged all of these inks into fountain pen companion. So everything that I just swatched, I haven't logged. And yeah, it's kind of like, this is the swatch they have on the bottle. So it's like a red, but in the bottle it has like a purpley. It's weird. But yeah, so I haven't put everything into Fountain Pen Companion, but I do have over 500 inks overall, like including swatches and not including, or not swatches, samples. Not including samples, I have like 328-ish. But not all of them, but all of these are not in Fountain Pen Companion yet. So, I'm gonna, well, yeah, let's do this dark one. How are we doing on time? Oh yeah, we got time. We got time. That one's still drying. It's still very wet. It looked green? Weird. I mean, it's definitely got like a, maybe it's the sheen, because it's got like a sheen to it that gives it like a different, but that's more of like a gold. It may also just depend on the paper. An ink library. We're getting there. The good thing is there are people that have way more inks than me. So I can always just look at them and be like, oh, okay, this isn't excessive. There is also a shimmer to it. It's hard to see. But yeah, it has, because if you look at the, yeah, someone in this chat, you can kind of see the shimmer. It's really hard, but there is shimmer in it too, because if you shake that, like, it goes away. So there's shimmer in it too. It's just, there's a lot going on with this ink. I'm catching up with you though. Catching up. All right, we're gonna do these Sailors. These are from the Sailor and Cora inks that you get from the Sailor and Cora Plus and Cora store or whatever. They put this like parafilm on the bottles though, and like I cannot. It is not coming off. You just bought 2 more bottles. I am trying to be good these next couple months, just because with the move, it's been like a little bit more expensive than we realized, which is fine, but it has been kind of expensive. So I'm trying to be fairly good with inks and pens and stuff. Oh, the Tiny Tree life check. Okay, give me just a second, Dragonfly Keep. Let's swatch this one, and then I'll refresh my water, and I'll grab my Tiny Tree. Keep telling myself I shouldn't buy bottles and get samples instead. It's hard though, because it's like, well, like I feel like at this point, like, you know what you like, and so you're like, well, I know I'm gonna like that enough to want a bottle of it. I am definitely gonna buy a few of the new Colorverse project inks that they announced recently. There's a few that look really good, but Olivia at Drum Goals is just like, yeah, like when it gets closer and they've shown swatches of all of them, just like let us know which ones you want. We'll set them aside. I'm like, okay. But I don't think I'm going to buy the whole set. When do they drop? I have no idea. I do not know. I was trying to talk to the lady, the Luxury Brands lady, because Luxury Brands is the distributor for Colorverse here in the US, and they were at the San Francisco Pen Show, and I was trying to talk to her about the inks because I had seen like some pictures of them. I didn't realize that the pictures that I saw were a leak, and she was like, where did you see those? And I'm just like, I saw them in a chat somewhere. And she was like, who shared that? Those aren't supposed to be shared. And I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry. I just was really excited about them. I was like, they look really pretty. And she's like, yeah, they're really pretty, but you shouldn't know about those yet. And then like 2 days later, they like officially announced it. So I feel like she was overreacting a little bit, but I mean, I understand their frustration where like stuff is supposed to be like, you know, like have an embargo and people don't follow it. I was just like, I wanted to talk to you about them. I thought they looked cool. And she's like, well, since you already know about it, I guess I could talk to you about it a little bit. But she hadn't seen like actual swatches of them yet or anything. So, like, she didn't have a lot of info about it either. So it's fine. I wanted to see, does this have like a name? Yeah, it does. And I think that's why she's frustrated. Because like they're not supposed to share it and then they do. And like I get it. Like, but I mean, I guess at that point just stop sending it out to people like ahead of time. All right. So on the bottle it says navy. The color is navy, but I think it's called Fuji. So I'm just going to write Fuji and navy. Send descriptions and not swatches. Yeah, I mean, these distributors are gonna buy, like, they're the retailers are gonna buy it anyway, right? So like, I don't know. Oh, I forgot to write it in here. This one has a little bit of a sheen to it on Tomoe, I noticed, because I have this in a pen already. Okay. All right. I'm going to refresh my water because it is really dirty so that we can do a few more swatches. And I'm going to grab the tiny tree. My baby bonsai. It's doing really well. I mean, it hasn't really changed too much, but I think it is ready for maybe another trim. But it's still alive. So I'll grab it. Let me dry these off real quick. And then we've got, this is the last bottle that we've got, is this like kind of Sakura color. Let's look at this now that it's dried a little more. It's still wet. Maybe this is where you're seeing the green, like in that sheen. Maybe this is why it looked green in like that sheening. She has a, who was the person that had all their plants like in their like bathroom, like around their tub? Like that looked like so lush. I was like, I want that, but I don't know if our new place, oh, it was you. Okay. I don't know if our new place has windows in the bathtub area. I'll have to look and see. I also was following this like plant girl, and she said one of the things that she does like once a week is she puts all of her plants in her bathtub and like gives them a shower. And I just thought that was like, I could just imagine like me putting all my plants, and like I don't have a ton of plants, but like someday when I have like a bunch of plants, putting them all in the bathtub and like turning on the shower, and then Brandon coming in and be like, what are you doing? Why are all the plants in the bath? Like just being like super confused by all the plants in the bathtub. I bought a new plant and put it on my desk. Oh no, the fire ants. I didn't know y'all had fire ants in Hawaii. I guess that makes sense because it's like tropical. Ugh, I hate fire ants. They're the worst. Well, I hope that you were able to get them off of your desk. But yeah, I feel like sometimes now that I have like a few plants, I feel like every time I get a new plant now, I'm going to have to like quarantine the plants. Maybe not put them on my desk. Ugh. Fire ants give me the heebie-jeebies. You've never had them before? No. Okay, this is what I've swatched so far. I will BRB Y'all can watch Brandon play video games while I get water and a plant. Here. They're gonna watch you play video games, babe. Comes back to screen, says to self, Toasty looks different. Yeah, not the Oasis vibe you were going for, huh? Okay. We have our bonsai. It's still doing really well. It hasn't gotten like... We do have some new growth, like, up here. I don't know. It's a little hard to see. Maybe I can't like tip it over and really show y'all too much. I did like I kind of went about a week between watering, so we did have some kind of wrinkly leaves in here. I just watered it yesterday. But overall it's doing really well. It does need a little bit of a trim, maybe in a couple spots, probably up here. But yeah, so far it is still alive. So that's the important part. The idea is if I can keep this alive for a year, for our anniversary next year, Brandon's got to get me another bonsai. And so every year we'll keep buying, like we'll get a new one every year to like celebrate. But yes, Kirby enjoys the plant watering. It's like she was looking at me, but whenever I whenever I water the bonsai, she like demands water too. Like she gets jealous. Oh, enjoy the lurk barrel and sign. I'm gonna move but in our new place, I'm hoping I could have the bonsai like a little bit closer so y'all will kind of be able to see it maybe in screen. So I don't have to run downstairs and then like be out of breath. I love that one though. This is such a good ink. I need to get into a pen like pretty quickly, I think. This is kind of just a standard blue on this paper, but it does have like a little bit of a red sheen. I was mostly ordering this because I was already placing an order from Sakura and I wanted to try sending some inks to the US via EMS shipping, which did work. I was very happy about that because it's way cheaper than like DHL and FedEx and all that. So I may try to do some more ink importing once I have the budget for it. It's very interesting that they like parafilmed these. It's very odd. Unless you combine 6 packages. Well, yeah, if you've got a very heavy package, like Christiana. Seeing if I could try to get most of this off in one peel. Okay, that's a lot better than what happened with this poor Fuji ink. Christiana, I wish we like lived closer to each other. I mean, I think that would be very dangerous if we lived closer to each other because we would just like split shipping on like so much, and then we would like enable each other to buy so much more ink or whatever from Japan. Like, I feel like it would be very dangerous. Devious penguin, yes. Dang it, I keep dumping this into the water when I need to swatch it on the Tomoe too. But we both need bottles, Pink Pearl. You don't understand. But yeah, we could give each other samples too, but you know how it is. We would both order bottles. That would be reasonable, and we are not that. Exactly. We're both just like, no. No. But I don't mind sending people samples. I like sending samples. Did they call this one Sakura? Or Cherry Blossom? Let's see what they actually call it on here. Cherry Blossom. I feel like this is like Sakura. I think it's just translating it. This actually has, it's hard to see it on here, I think. We'll see when it dries. But it looks like it has some chroma shading. Benefit from the ink samples. It's a nice color. I like it. So, USPS is always like, are you mailing liquids? And I'm always like, nah. Nah. And I'm always mailing liquids. Like, it's not a dangerous liquid. It's ink. And I sealed it like 8 times, so it's not gonna leak. Just leave me alone, USPS. I agree. This does look better than the Manyo Sakura. It's definitely more pink. It's more true to, because like the Manyo Sakura is like more orangey pink. Yeah, the Manyo Sakura was just, yeah, it was overall kind of weirdly disappointing. I mean, if you're looking for an orangey, like an orangey pink or a salmony pink, I guess it's the ink for you. But if you're looking for like a true like cherry blossom pink, I like this color. I like this more. Like, this is more. This has more, what is it, like subtle variation to it than I expected. It's very nice. I'm selling you on the Manyos. It's a nice, I mean, it's a nice orange. But this is really nice pink. It has some shading. It's got some hints of orange like around the edges. It's very, very pretty. Yeah, I still will have the same P.O. box when I move. Because we're not moving very far from where we are now. So the P.O. box will not change. Here, let me grab Sakura. We can do a comparison. Okay. So this is the Manyo Sakura. So very, very different interpretations of a cherry blossom. And then I also have to find. Yeah, like it's fine as a color. It's just not. It's not a. I do not know where that other cherry. Oh, here. So this was the mauve pink that Sailor paired with the cherry blossom pen. Yeah, I don't have that one, kitty cat collar. So I believe there is one, but I do not have it swatched or at all. And then there it is in the Tomoe River, so you can see that kind of shading with that orange. It's very pretty. I like it. I'm pleasantly surprised by that one. Yozakura is at the other end of the pink spectrum. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of different interpretations on the cherry blossom like theme. For sure, for sure. Yeah, I don't have the Shikiori. I typically don't buy a lot of pink inks. Just because, like, I don't know. It's just not, it's on the warmer end of the spectrum, I guess. And like I said, I tend to kind of gravitate towards the cooler end. Did I do the bottom of this one? I did not. Yozakura is your all-time favorite. I'll have to try it. I don't have that one. Y'all are all like selling me on it. Sakura Mori looks redder. Sorry, I forgot to do the bottom of this card, so I'm trying to get it on the ink bottle lid. Okay, there we go. Oh, you don't have to send a sample. It's fine. I need to look at it though. Google. Because I don't even... There's just so many inks. Oh, it's like a dusty... It reminds me of that mauve pink, actually. It's like a dusty, purpley pink. Maybe I'll pick some up next time I'm at Dromgoals. Okay. Yeah, it's like a little bit, at least from the Goulet swatch, it's like a little bit purpley. That is a pretty color. It's like a dusty. Okay. We have some samples. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to save the samples because that is really all I think I have time for. So we're going to save the samples, the Birmingham samples from Malahandrulu. Give me your murky desaturated inks for sure. But yeah, so was there anything else? Oh, there was another thing I wanted to show y'all before we end. Just something kind of random. I got a bunch of like business cards from people. Which I was gonna probably put. I haven't decided if I'm gonna put these in my. I may put these in like my travel notebook. Which I want to start working on next week. But look at the Dromgoals sticker that they did with Sheldon. And Sheldon was actually there. Good night, kitty cat caller. Thanks for coming. It was good to have you around. What, business cards doubling as ink swatch cards? That would be cool. But yeah, this is Sheldon, like their dog. And then that's a discount code, which I don't think I'm allowed to. Oh, this girl was like super nice. She only had a booth on Friday, and then she was just super excited, like all around the pen show. This is already expired, but Van Ness had a coupon code. But anyway, oh, this look, there's April's card. Wait, I don't know if I should share like her email address. April's card, Penguine's Creatives card. And so I collected a bunch of people's business cards because I'm probably gonna put those in my. Like, look at all the brands, Travelers Company, and Plotter. Come on, MD paper, all the good stuff, all that good stuff. But yeah, so I think next stream we'll probably do next Sunday. We'll probably do paper treats. Swatch these Birmingham inks and maybe work on my San Francisco pen or just San Francisco like travel journal. But like I said, Tuesday and Wednesday I'm probably gonna do a couple of like maybe productivity streams. Yeah, next Sunday. So next Sunday I should be home from Chicago in time. Because like I said, our flight gets back at like 12:30 and then I stream at 3:30. So between picking up Kirby and like all that stuff, I should be back in time. Yeah, we're going to Chicago this weekend or next weekend or whatever. So yeah, I should be back in time. The stream may start a little late. We'll see. I do hope to stream though. Windy deep dish fun. Yeah, we're definitely gonna. I'm not a huge fan of like deep dish pizzas. But I figure if I'm in Chicago, I will try them. I don't have them yet, Pink Pearl. They should be delivered to my work this week, and then I was going to pick them up. So, yeah. I think that's pretty much everything. So, yeah. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Thanks for hanging out with me while we swatch some inks. I still feel like I have more San Francisco stories to tell, but... Thank you for the raid, Havoc Rose. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, like I said, my Thursday stream will be canceled, but I will be doing some daytime stuff. Yes, I am gonna raid Leo. Yeah, thank you, Job. Thank you, Christiana. Thank you, Dragonfly Keep. Thanks, Emily. And Martian Spring and Jasmine Marie. And oh, we gotta finish the prediction. So I didn't spell anything wrong. So, most of y'all thought I was going to spell something wrong. So, nothing wrong today. So, we finished that. Yeah, thank you, Berry Pellet. Thank you, Evergreen. Thank you, Melahundrelu. I'm sorry I didn't get to swatch these today, but we will swatch them next time. And I may just do some swatching, like, during the week. I don't know. Maybe I'll save them for Sunday. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, thanks everybody. Yes, I conquered the so-called Kirby. She's like hacking. I should probably go. All right, so we're gonna raid Leo, because I don't think anyone else is doing stationery. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for stationery right now. So. Leo's doing a slumber party stream. He's part of the Stationery Brew team, and he does art and journaling streams. Oh, what should our message be? Because he's doing this special slumber party stream. It's this 10-hour stream today. Kirby didn't really cause any chaos today. We could just do an inky raid. Crashing the slumber party. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. Yeah, cooking. He does so much. Like tarot readings and stream raiders, captain, and like it's hard to like encapsulate like everything he does. He did like a painting outdoors thing yesterday. He does these like cooking and meal prep streams. So anyway, he's super awesome. I love him so much. I got to hang out with him in San Francisco and it was great. And yeah, so yeah, he did a hot tub stream. I watched the VOD for that one. That was great. But anyway, let's show him some love with our, crashing the slumber party can be our raid message. So let's go crash his slumber party. Yeah, there you go. Y'all can copy that if you want. We got some Kirby emotes. I'm excited for like future Kirby emotes like in November. It'll be here before we know it though. Anyway, see y'all around. I hope y'all have a great week, and I hope maybe y'all can join some of my little pop-up streams this week. It'll be more daytime stuff because I'm off. But I'll be like trying to get stuff done, like productivity wise. So anyway, bye guys.